And you know what's crazy? People can possibly make thousands, if not millions of dollars on racist content creation. Antonio Speaks put this video together and we're going to react to it in just a second. But let me just remind you how weird some of these platforms can get. X, Instagram, Facebook. Man, you say the wrong word. That's not even really a bad word. And it triggers some sort of response and you get banned and all kind of stuff, canceled and all kind of stuff. But with real intentions behind racist remarks or anything of the sort of this, and not even in a comical way, but just like real ill-hearted, you know, just being mean, straight out mean and mean it. Yeah, you don't they don't get punished or anything, but still make money. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and check out Antonio's video. We can talk about it a little bit more.
Content creation. In 2025 is one of the most lucrative and sought after career fields, and I can see why. You could be a gamer, a lifestyle influencer, a streamer, or better yet, a white supremacist Instagrammer.
Look at how easy that was. Picking cotton did not build America, and if we knew how annoying you guys were gonna be, we would have just used Irish slaves.
That was the
Ooh, this dude is so crazy. That was very cringe. That was very cringe, and I bet this guy's still making money. That's crazy.
making this video, because on one hand I was like, should I really give these people my attention? But on the other hand, I think it's important that we shine a spotlight on this type of ideology. One of the main reasons the mustache man back in Germany was so successful was because people caught on when it was too late. Now these dudes are nowhere near what mustache man was, but you get the point. Now the first content creator we're going to be discussing is Woman Propaganda. He has over 1 million followers, and in his description he says 5'7" high value alpha male, debunking the internet's most viral feminist propaganda. So as we can see, he started off basically being misogynistic, but that wasn't really getting him enough attention. So I'm going to let him explain how he mainly garnered most of his fan base.
I went viral saying a few times.
Do you think with the A it should be controversial to say it?
No. I don't think you should really get in trouble for saying any word, but the A for sure. Black people say it all the time with the A, and it's fine, so I think it's a totally different vibe. I haven't said it on camera with the hard R. I'll probably do it eventually.
The obsession
The fact that he is promoting the eventuality of him really saying it is like he is like foreshadowing him doing it, and it's almost like bracing people or bracing his fans or bracing the internet that he's gonna do it. He's gonna hurt some feelings, but he wants to do it and he wants to say it. Meanwhile, he knows the difference. The difference is you don't need to say it. He didn't have to. He doesn't still have to. And I don't know if he did, and I ain't gonna give him that much energy either.
with black people has to be studied. Now, as far as him saying the N-word, bro, it's 2025. I just don't care anymore. But the thing about it is, 13-year-old Connor who lives in Idaho thinks it's so funny. And let me tell you something about Connor. He's never had an interaction with a black person, and the only type of reference that he has to black people is what he see online. So when Connor comes across this white man saying the N-word, it's so funny to him. And you know what? He's gonna tell his friends and he's gonna drop a follow. And that's the thing about these dudes. Their fan base is mainly young kids or other incel white dudes.
I don't know about you, but I would not want to go on a cruise that looked like this.
Probably smells like cocoa butter, fried chicken. There's probably some watermelon somewhere.
Oh my God. Myron is toasting and co-signing as well. Now, Myron is recently getting thrown under the bus for grifting and all this other stuff. But this is tough. This is a lot, dude. Really, I mean, the cruise, I remember this era where people was like, man, they were setting all these rules to deter minorities, especially African Americans, from going on these cruises. But meanwhile, look who's booking up the cruises. That's also another dude. Like, do you not lose revenue if you don't market to a certain sort of clientele? And I get it, you want this to be more diverse on a cruise ship, but like, if all these hundreds and hundreds of people bought out their tickets and they're having fun, isn't that the goal of creating a cruise ship?
Probably smells like weed.
Definitely smells like weed.
Everybody's walking around with a Bluetooth speaker.
And notice how all the fat women, all the black women are fat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Notice that?
No shame.
Oh
No
my
shame at all. Well, the average black
damn,
woman's
just
187
attacking.
pounds.
Look, I think it's the way you say it, it's not how it, it's how you say it. It's not exactly what you say. Just imagine if I said something like along the sorts, but I was joking with a black friend. Like, let's just say I called the homeboy up and I'm like, "Man, you want to go on this cruise, man? Y'all, it's gonna be deep in there. You know what I'm talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's gonna smell." Now I know they getting high on a cruise ship. I'm like, they probably always smoked up. That's why they always having fun. Jamming, doing their own little thing, vibing. And that would be the word. You see, I just took all those words and made it into a casual conversation, but they took all those words, reworded it, and turned it into a kind of an attack, pretty much.
In America.
And they want reparations. You need to lose weight. You need less.
They need less
Eat
money.
less. If we're giving you food stamps, it's got to be spent on like white rice or something.
And vegetables.
And vegetables.
But they don't do that or go to the gym. Black women don't go to the gym either.
Yeah. If you want a break from black people, just go to the gym.
Yeah.
What was wrong about the cruise video? Look, like truly, what was wrong? They're on a cruise. They're on vacation. People work non-stop 24/7. So when they want to enjoy themselves, let them enjoy themselves. And that's the thing about it. Whenever non-black people see black people having fun, it bothers them. And I will always say this, if it isn't the white people's way of doing things, it's automatically deemed bad. And Myron, bro, you're just a disgrace, dog. Nothing that you say will make you a white man. And if they ever make the country how they really want it, you won't be a part of it.
What's your go-to type of guy? What are you looking for?
Hopefully black. Very muscly, like above 6 foot, very dark skin.
Girls are some like BBC lovers, right?
I mean, I guess.
All the dudes are ugly, and then she says she's into black dudes. Black dudes are the ugliest dudes.
So that explains it all. That's why he's racist. He had
He's not well equipped from the waist below, so he's taking it out. He's taking it out on the man. Dude, when you're how confident are you in your manhood to where you gotta attack a whole race for a preference? You get what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, I really think he would fall in love with an Asian girl. I think he would fall in love with a Spanish girl. I think he would just fall in love with the right woman, no matter the race, but a black woman. That's just my thought
this
right
girl
there.
taken by a black man. And let me say this, all my black brothers, I do not advise playing in the snow. White tears are real. And what I've noticed is that a lot of these racist white men, they hate seeing a white woman with a black man. And they all have this sentiment of the white population is getting replaced. Like, bro, make up y'all mind. Are y'all the superior race or are y'all the victim? Like, which is it, bro?
If you're a grown man, a girl turning 18 should not be attractive to you. Depends on what state you live in. I live in South Carolina. The age of consent here is 16. So I can be attracted to a 16-year-old if I...
Jeez, super cringe again, dude. God damn, bro. This dude cannot be stopped. Are you serious? Oh, shit. This dude cannot be stopped.
And I am. And I'm going to marry a 16-year-old. I have a deal worked out with a guy. He has a daughter who's 14 right now. And when she turns 16, I'm going to marry... We're business partners. I have a whole thing worked out with him. But basically, I'm going to marry his daughter when she turns 16. I'm friends with her now. We text. I send her memes and stuff.
Yeah, y'all think he joking. Check his computer. The racist to child PDF pipeline is real. If you did
I feel like this dude seems like he's been getting away with saying stuff or probably doing stuff for a while now. And now that he says the utmost craziest things and unhinged things, especially this, he can get away with it. And this, he's definitely getting triggered emotional responses. He's maybe tapping into a small niche. There's probably other little creeps. There's probably guys out there that's like 40, 45, and 50 that swear they can marry a 16-year-old. Come on, man. They tried to do that shit in Japan, and they recently just changed the laws to say you can't date these younger girls, man. All right? They moved that age up. And for a reason. And Japan is very, very traditional. Though that rule went back for the longest time, and they just changed it.
Didn't know already, white men make up 29% of the US population, but are accounted for over 77% of the people caught with child. You know what. Now that's it for this clown. We're gonna move on from him. The next content creator we have is Hermes Did It Again. He has over 200,000 followers, and in his bio it says, seeker of truth, modern day patriot, unbiased journalist. So this guy, I've had him on my channel a few times now, but he goes around just asking some of the most racist and false statistics that you can find.
Why do you think if you eat watermelon and drink grape Kool-Aid, you're more likely to somebody.
I don't think that's a true statistic.
It's true. It's true. Let's say there was 100 pandas in like a jungle, and 13 of those pandas were causing 60% of the issues in that jungle. What should we do with those 13 pandas? Do you think black people should pay for their bill before receiving dinner or after? Would you rather have a black son or an autistic daughter?
Wait, what? What?
A black son or autistic daughter? If black people hate America so much and they feel oppressed, should we just send them all back to Africa? Do you think black people should be born in prison and then released for good behavior?
That's a loaded question.
Give you a riddle. I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I? What's your favorite animal?
Monkeys.
Do you think black people should be born in prison and then released for good behavior?
So let's go through the facts. First and foremost, which is it, bro? 1350 or 1360? This shit changes every other day. For one, is wrong. What they're referring to is the 2019 FBI stats. Yes, black people statistically make up 13% of the US population, but they are accounted for 50% of the arrests, you guys, not convictions. Now here's the kicker, y'all. Black people make up 50% of all people exonerated of crimes. And if you don't know what exonerated stands for, it means not guilty. Now, yes, black people are arrested more than any group in America. So that actually implies America is racist. Now let's get into the real facts. Now,
He said America is racist. Let's do a quick check, man. Real quick. And I'm just curious because I need to know, what is the amount of races that are incarcerated, and let's see how that compares. So we say like, man, 13% are minorities, black African Americans, about 72, 77%. So let's just go ahead and say what race percentage is incarcerated. Let's see here. Let's see what we can get. All right, so in state and federal prisons, the largest racial groups are dun 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 because it makes sense. White, 34 to 57%. Obviously, they're the majority because they're the majority people in in the United States. Black make up to 34 to 38%, and Hispanics 21 to 31. So crazy. However, black individuals are incarcerated at a disproportionately higher rate than their representation in the U.S. population. But why? Incarceration rates for American Indians, Alaska Natives are also significantly higher than their population share. So at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, all the minorities, since they're a small percentage. If you talk percentages, bro, like that's gonna be higher because they're a lower percentage of the population. So if you put them in jail with a lower population, you go from taking millions on millions to taking maybe a couple hundred in this little jail, and you try to run percentages. Those percentages are gonna look wow, like blah 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 blah. But if you get actual numbers, those tell a different story. So people that run around and shout percentages and all this stuff, come on, man. Like make it make sense.
according to the same source that he used, the 2019 FBI stats, white people commit 69.6% of all crimes, 67.6% of rapes, 62% of aggravated assaults, 68% of burglaries, and 72% of all sex crimes. And all the sources will be down below.
People don't talk about all the great things white people have accomplished. 97% of inventions were made by Europeans. And there's actually a website when they say like the traffic light or peanut butter was invented by black people. There's like a website that like fact checks these black inventions, and you look deeper into it, and usually they're all from white people that they might have added something or it was like completely stolen. So why are we not taught about that?
Wow, there's a site debunking black inventions.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
You know, it's crazy. It's just that, man, the grifting for white racists, America, or white supremacists is a thing. And it seems like going into 2025, this niche and topic and area on the internet had just got brought to my attention, just by seeing it. Because, I mean, look at the numbers, right? You can go and take something very easy like black girl, Spanish girl, or Asian girl gets masters at 14 years old or something like that, and it probably has a couple thousand clicks. But if you take something like something great of that sort, but if you say that white person or white dude has had did something, it gets millions of clicks, along those lines, if you get what I mean. So it's crazy. So some people are just exploiting it, you know um That's crazy. And just taking it to the new level and just getting monetized. That's crazy. So yeah, y'all gonna probably see a lot more of these bold statements coming from creators, especially. They're gonna keep saying it, especially because there's no ramifications for doing it. And so they just get on there and make these posts on the platforms that they can get away with it and gain these massive followers. Yesterday's video was about a dude that's growing white only communities in Tennessee where the population's already like 78% white. It's like, dude, like it's already white communities out there. Like, let's keep it real. So yeah, guys, if y'all like this video, please like it, comment, and sub. Shout out to Antonio Speaks again, man. Great stuff. And yeah, see you on the next one.